Hello everyone, Michael here with Bear Coast Real Estate. I'm a real estate agent here in Dallas, Texas, and today I'm going to be outlining what happened in the Dallas market in the month of February. The big news, obviously, as you probably saw in the thumbnail, is that prices jumped 28% month over month here in the city of Dallas. So from January to February, median sales prices jumped 28%. I'm going to cover prices, inventory, days on market, as well as I'm going to start making weekly videos on the US market as a whole that will include weekly pending sales as well as mortgage applications, which are both good leading indicators as to where we're headed in the immediate future. So if any of that data sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. Now, excuse my spreadsheet. I know it's not fancy, but this is how I work. I just make a lot of spreadsheets. So we're going to start out here in Dallas County. Median sales price of $350, but Dallas City, that's the big jump up to $422. And I'll show you this on a chart. Well, let's just do it now. So right here you can see this was January. Dallas City was $330,000 median sales price, and now it jumped up to $422. Now, what could have caused this? I think probably it's pretty clear that it's going to be the interest rates. So December sales in January really were very slow because rates were way up here in the sevens. As they started to drop, mortgage purchase applications started to go up, but you can see here in January they dropped again and they were getting pretty close to 6%, and actually at the end, or might have been right at the beginning of February, right around here. So this chart only pulls data every Thursday, but so it fluctuates throughout the week, but there was a point in here where you could have gotten a 5.99 rate, but then immediately after that already it's shot up to, I would say today we're probably back around 7%, as you know, this data is not 100% updated. But anyway, you see this drop. So rates were dropping in January. That got buyers excited, and they came back into the market ready to buy. Obviously from 7.08 down to 6 is almost a full percent move. And the way that works is every 1% that rates go down, you can now afford about 12% more house. It really increases your buying power a lot. So January, buyers got excited about that, and that's what we're seeing reflected. But it's really crazy to me that just a 1% move led to a 28% upside in prices, which tells me rates are not ready to come down yet, or we're going to get right back into multiple offer everything. But let's come back to here and let's continue. So the other interesting thing is we're still up year over year. So all of the people you hear talking about housing crashes and all of this, we're still more expensive than we were last year. Dallas City is up 5.5%, and Dallas County up 2.3%. And then of course, as we talked about month over month, I mean, even for the whole county, 8.7% is a big jump month over month, but there's the big one, 27.88%. Up next, homes for sale. So, and this is also something that's very interesting, is that the inventory is way up, yet inventory month over month is still dropping, which means we're still having more demand than we are, even though, you know, a ton more houses are coming on the market. And I would say a big part of that as well is the homes that are selling are the very nice ones, and the very nice ones are still selling for top dollar. We are still seeing multiple offer situations on very nice houses. So even though inventory, well, it's not actually going up because month over month it's down, but overall for the year it's up, there's still enough demand, even with rates where they are, to eat into that and send it lower. So month over month, these inventory both dropped, but still way up for the year, which again, there are a lot of options on the market, but a lot of them are not the homes that people are that excited about. So next is homes sold. Year over year, we're still way down, 22 and 26%. And month over month, we're way up. Not too much to read into that. I think that's just the same. Interest rates dropped, people got excited, and we had a lot of sales come in February from those rates in January. Average days on market, 45. They're both there at 45. Month over month is a little longer, and I think this again has to do with the great homes are going quickly, and the undesirable homes or the less desirable homes are really just sitting until these are the ones that eventually someone comes in and they get it way below, or they get a lot of seller concessions. So back to interest rates, like I was saying, we're probably closer to 7% today. What does that mean? Well, the last time we were up a little above 7, it led to a really slow December, January. So I would expect that probably April is going to be slower. And what's interesting is traditionally before COVID, the inventory would bottom out. We'd see the least amount of houses on the market around January and maybe a little into February, but it usually would bottom out in January. But ever since COVID, things have actually been bottoming out in March and April, and I think that this increase in March is definitely going to lead to more inventory being on the market because of less buyers. So I mean, it all depends so much on rates. I don't think rates go a crazy amount higher, but I do think it's more likely they're going to stay up here for longer. So we'll see. You know, I know a lot of people are waiting for the spring market and thinking that that's when the inventory comes up, but the last few years it really has been, we don't bottom until March or April, and then we start to climb a little bit after that. So that's it. Long story short, I just don't think interest rates are ready to come down yet. I think that's clear evidence that if rates come down at all, there's just too much demand pent up and ready to go, and there's just not enough supply. And if rates come down, it's going to mean multiple offers again, which I did see some of in January and February as well. And the market's just not ready for that, or yeah, you're going to need so much cash and it's just going to be a nightmare for everyone. I think rates need to stay up and just let inventory build up for a little while, just curb the demand a little. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.